I'm playing SP1914 and this is just a video that I'm doing. It's like a diary sort of thing, so I can keep track of what I'm doing as I play the game. If you've never seen this before, these are the games that I'm playing. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The number represents how many players there are. This day here represents what day I'm on. So I'm just going to go through each one and just talk about each map basically and what I'm doing. So I'm going to start off with the 500 player day 24. So essentially on this map I played as this part of England, this lower part of England, and at the start of the game I joined a coalition with the entire, we called ourselves the English Union, so if I go on to the English Union, and there was us four plus, we had like York, and we had another person, I think they're gone. Pink here, blue here, yellow here, so like purple there. These are invaders, so people are invading us, and basically we've lost the game already. This coalition down here, which is called the New Angevine Empire. This empire is the most powerful in the game. So we're on coalitions and look at the score. 198 score. Second in place is Oathkeepers at 143, so they're quite far ahead. Down here we've got the English Union, 58. We lost a couple of members, so we have dropped a lot. We were in the hundreds, but we dropped. And the other one I'll point out, which will become useful in a second, is the Spanish Inquisition. I think they call themselves Spanish Inquisition 87. So down here we've got the Spanish Inquisition. If I change the settings a little bit, actually, if I turn off that, if I turn off that. If I give you flags, right? Sorry if you're watching this. Good on yes. Yeah. So turn off. Yeah. So we're being invaded. So basically, what I'm doing is, before I get to that, all my troops. I'm evacuating the UK. I'm going to evacuate my troops and try to join up with a coalition. And I'll explain it in a second. But we're evacuating anyway. I've got a double click. I've got 365 infantry, 3 artillery, 12 horsemen, cavalry. I've got a balloon for the lookout, and I've got a bomber. Got a bomber plane and a fighter pilot somewhere. Oh yeah, it's there. Fighter pilot there. Got one of each. So I haven't got a lot of stuff, but I've got total strength adds up to. I can't see the total strength because in the sort C, when you're in the sea, you lose your strength. But yeah, I've got quite a lot there that I can take elsewhere and maybe try to join. Anyway, I'll explain it in a second. What's happened is, so this coalition is this European coalition, I'll call it, which is like this. We've got Burgundy, Brittany, Brunswick, whatever, Hanover. I think these guys as well, and these guys down here as well. Nice, whatever. They've joined up with this coalition, which is the Spanish Inquisition, which is these four here: this yellow, pink, purple, and peach. They've joined up with these guys, and these guys have started to attack England. And then, as they start to attack, this European coalition is attacked as well. I've requested to this coalition that we join with those, because the problem I see is once this coalition defeats us, this European coalition will still be stronger than the Spanish coalition, so the Europeans are just going to overrun the Spanish, and basically the Spanish are losing their troops. They fight their army, they're whittling down their own army, and I mean, maybe they've got more troops down there, I don't know, but if they carry on, they risk losing most of their army, and then the Europeans are just going to come and take the land they've taken from the UK. They're going to come down here and take that land. I've told them, and I've tried to ask them if we can all join into their Spanish coalition, and together we could attack that way, attack up this way with enough troops. But yeah, they don't seem to be buying it. They don't really want to team with me. Scotland have betrayed almost. Scotland have been promised peace from Burgundy, which is ridiculous. Why would they give them peace? What's the point? Scotland has 292 infantry. Those infantry will be killed with bombers or artillery quite easily. They've got 1 artillery and 1 tank, that's it. They're as good as gone. And they've got 1 cruiser, light cruiser. So yeah, they've been promised peace from Burgundy, but that's just divide and conquer. It's just trying to split us up so they can easily conquer us. So my plan for this, so where we failed really, is that we let this coalition get too strong, and we didn't reach out to the other coalitions. The other problem is that our coalition leader was this greenish colour, Cumberland. They were the coalition leader, I think they still are, and they're inactive. And also this down here, Coral and Devon, you can see that it says inactive player. They also inactive, so we've had 2 entire armies not responding. The only way of beating this really would have been to at the start try to go to war with them and take the land and own it ourselves. You can't really help it if people go inactive. I think the best rule for the future is if we can take out weaker members of the coalition. For me, this is going forward. I don't know, maybe then give it a go instead of trying to be nice and trying to. Because at the start I was thinking, we can all work together, it'll be fun and great and that, but no. The less the better, really. But anyway, so my new plan for this guy, I'll basically give it up in this game, but my new plan is, because we're on day 24, wasn't it? My plan is basically to try to come and join the Odin's Oathkeepers. These guys over here, these big looking guys over here, they got 3 coalition members. I want to join these guys and I want to come take this land here. There's not much here. I think I could take that. There's not much protection. The fortresses are quite weak. I think I could take it, or maybe even I could just can't take. There's got to be somewhere I can take. Or if not, then if I can't take anything, I'll at least say to them, look, let me come fight with you when you attack Europe. Let me come with you, just because I want to get a bit of vendetta on them. Really, I want to get back on I'd like to send my troops down to here to the Spanish, because they've really. They're stupid from what I can see. Maybe they know something I don't, but from what I can see, they fucked not only themselves, but they fucked me as well. But they're just playing into the hands of Burgundy and doing exactly what Burgundy need. Burgundy are fucking, they're very lucky because obviously my coalition has failed. Our leader's not been there. Our 2 members have not been there. Scotland have done fuck all, as you can see. They've just sat there doing nothing for the entire game. Ireland have done fucking. Ireland have come up here. Ireland are going into America, for fuck's sake. They're doing loads. But again, what can you do? They stretched a bit thin. We've failed because it's basically me against, these 2 coalitions. It's just ridiculous. So my plan is now just to leave and get out of here. Check this message as well. But that's pretty much everything. Yeah, there's some stuff down there. But that's pretty much everything. Another thing I'll tell you for this game is that I do go a bit hard in sometimes with the diplomacy. I've just got to lay back a bit, I think, and just send my messages, give it a couple of days, and then wait, rather than sending like massive paragraphs of text to people, which I tend to do. I think the key is to try to set up relations early, try to show good relationships early, and not wait until day 25 to start talking. Did the data change? I think it might just change, but don't wait until like day 20 to start talking to your neighbours. Try and talk to your neighbours as early as possible, and try to maybe set up some rapport earlier on, so you can work together. So that's that game. No, it's that game. 31 players. Sorry, there's quite a lot to go through, but yeah, you can set this on YouTube as speed if you want to. But next game, 31 players. This game's going really well. So we are America. It's just 31 players, and this is sort of third of America and Europe and some of Africa. Whatever, Balkans, I don't know. Essentially, we're doing really well. I'm working with southern USA, and I am the northern USA. We're also working with Greece over here. There's not much to say really. I've improved from the last game, and I didn't talk really much about the production of the last game. But I've realised one of my mistakes in that last game is not enough artillery, so I've started building more artillery. And the plan is, I'll just tell you what my plan is right now, is to get 10 to 20 artillery. I'm taking some space land up here still, and also I've still got some. I've already got some artillery, so I'm going to take some of this last bit of land here. This Denmark, was it Greenland? I might leave. I don't really care yet. I don't know yet. But the plan is to meet up with Greece, hopefully, by coming through Morocco, West Algeria, East Algeria, West Libya, East Libya. And then we can meet up with Greece, and then hopefully move up and maybe take the Spanish. Then once that's done, we're going to have to deal with these coalitions. So we've got 2 coalitions to deal with: European Empire and the New World Order, which is the Russians. We're the strongest right now, which is good, and there's no sign of us stopping. As far as I can see, I've still got lots of stuff I can take, so I can still keep growing. But yeah, this is all going really well. Resources are looking quite good. Got some greens there, got quite a lot of oil and some iron. One mistake I have made on this one is I haven't got a dock anywhere, and on this game you have to wait until like day 5 or day 6 to start building factories, and when you start getting factories you can start building artillery. so you've got to wait till like 5 or 6 to start building artilleries. But what I did discover is you can build a harbour which takes 3 days on day 1. So in the future, I'm going to have to make sure I build that harbour straight away. I'll explain more in the next game. That will make more sense in the next game. But I've not built a harbour, so I'm not going to bother. Am I going to bother? Yes, I am going to bother, but I can't afford one yet. And I've got a lot of. I'm producing 13. So in 24 hours, I can build a harbour, and I'll start that. And I just want to get one harbour, to get one light cruiser. So when I come down to attack Morocco, I can make an easier landing. I think Morocco should be easy because it's an inactive player. But once I land, and once I've got a space onto this side of the map, then I can get my artillery, move my artillery over. Hopefully by then I have like 10 and 20 artillery, move them over, and then we can start attacking into West Algeria. These guys here are just basically they're just building up their stuff. Okay, they're building their infrastructure, which means their factories and he's got lots of what do you call them, aerodromes. He's building all sorts of things. He's getting his shit going. That's great. And I'm still got lots of places to attack. I'm attacking there right now. And yeah, basically, so the plan is to probably move up and meet up with Greece. Meanwhile, I think these two coalitions will be fighting, so it should have to be safe from them. Or Spain doing, who fuck knows. But yeah, this game's going really well. I learned a lot from the last game from this one. See, I want to talk about resources and things like that, but I'm not quite sure how to talk about them because it's not really something you talk about. It's just something you sort of come on, you check them, make sure you've got enough, see what you've got to buy, so you can buy. But again, like I say, right now the priority is what day are we on? A bit late in the game, 17, but I've just started building artillery because of what I learned in that last game. So artillery's coming. That's great. Well, I've got a harbour there. So yeah, I could actually start building a workshop there. And I'll maybe build a factory, and then I can build. But then if I build on a different, if I got if I build a harbour on this level 2 factory, can I build on this level 2 factory near the sea? Yeah, Philadelphia's got to be on the sea because it's see, I don't know, because I'm building more factories. I have no idea what I'm going to do about boat. I mean, I don't need one. All I've got to do is land. Once I'm sending some troops over so I can check what's going on. If it looks really good, I'm just going to send over some troops and just land and just take it. In fact, if I can do it, that would be perfect. Then I don't have to worry about a fucking boat and navy or nothing like that. So I'll see how that goes. Get like 10 or 20 artillery, move over, land there. Get South USA to come with me, land there, and we can move on from there. This is really cool actually because we had like Northern Canada who helped us take some spaces. If I go on this paper and go back, keep your eye on the left-hand bit here. This is the interesting bit. You want to see that yellow as it goes down. Look at that. So I started off as this tiny little bit then this orange was Canada. Northern Canada helped us take South Canada, as you can see, and then that weakened their army. And then literally in a matter of like day 10, there's Canada. Day 11, boom, gone. Because they weakened their army, they lost their army. And that's exactly what's happening on the other game with the game before with the Spanish Inquisition. They're weakening their army, then they're taking it for the European coalition, and then they're just going to do what I did just then. So this is going really quite well. So like I say, see how it goes up there, see how it goes down there. Resources all looking good, money, 3,000 an hour, looking great. More provinces you get, more money you get. It's basically all there. So I could take more, make more money. So I have no idea. It depends what it looks like down here, I think. So yeah, all looking great. Greece great. Southern USA great. I'm the leader of this coalition, so I've got, I can rely on myself to make sure I'm active. That sort of thing. It's all looking good. Hopefully these will fight each other. This is looking promising, but obviously it can go anyway. So I'll just see how it goes in the future because you never know how things might end. I want to skip this one for now just because it's a special game. I'll come back to it at the end. 15 players, day 6. So this is one of the newer games. This is the game which I'm planning out a lot better. So this coalition, this dude here, North China, I'm working with them, and they've got a coalition going. But I've not joined the coalition because I don't want it to seem like we're too powerful. Because if someone gets intimidated by us, they're going to try and start their own coalition, which we don't really want. I've taken these little islands there, taken some islands there, bring my troops back into the mainland. My plan is no navy. I'm not going to bother with a navy on this one at all because USA could come over, but I don't really feel like. I mean, I've got enough going on here. I want to focus really on taking out, some more stuff around here. I'm going to concentrate. Right now I'm concentrating. Right, I'll tell you what I'm concentrating on exactly. Building up fuckloads of oil, fuckloads of iron, so that when I get I can't build factories yet. Can I yet? No. See, it's blocked out because it needs to be like, don't be on day 6. Maybe it's like day 7 or day 8 or something. You build a factory. Once I build a factory, I can then start building my artilleries. See, iron and the other one. I need to get 50,000 money and hold on to that so I can build 5 artilleries, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then wait 4 days and I'll have the money back again and I'm making like 30,000 a day or something, 40,000 a day, so easily. So yeah, I can get production going for there. Give it like 8 days and I'm gonna have like 10 artillery, which would be nice. In the meantime, while I'm waiting for that, I'm building up barracks and workshops so I can get cavalry. Cavalry are really bloody good. But the only problem is I can't quite produce enough fish and grain, so I'm keep having to buy it, which is obviously fucking up my fact I'm saving money. The way I can solve that is by building better infrastructure with railways, which maybe I'll have to. Actually, it's a lot easier if I just do things from here rather than the map. Yeah, I'm gonna need some more railways really, so maybe I could build some. Can I build one now? I could. That would be really helpful. What could be one on there because that's a fish, a double fish. I don't really want to. I mean, I'm producing loads of that. I'm producing that. 10,000. Oh, fuck it. Do you know what? It's worth it. So I'll build railway that'll produce better, more fish. But yeah, so basically the plan is while I'm waiting to build the factories, I'm just going to build up some cavalry because cavalry are very strong. 2.4 attacking damage, okay? 2.4 attacking damage, whereas the infantry is 1.2, so double the power. Quite cheap to make, quite quick as well. So the next step for me is just wait for artillery, build shitloads of artillery, or build some artillery, and then talk to China again, and then probably formalise the coalition, and we will attack either the north or the south here, and we will start taking some provinces. But the idea here is to be quick on artillery, artillery built, maintain good resources. Oh, fuck off. Maintain the resources so that we keep producing infantry and stuff, keep recruiting infantry. Build cavalry if I can afford it. But yeah, get the artillery, attack, and then start building up more provinces, make more money, buy more shit, etc. etc. I'm not going to attack this USA or Philippines because I think they'll be busy down there, hopefully. I don't want anything to do with it. But yeah, so this is the first game that I'm really trying to plan properly from the start. This is my first pub game, so like, I've got all this oil saving it. I don't usually do that. I'd have sold it on a different map by now. My other games I'd have sold it by now, but I'm trying to keep up with it. When I'm ready, then boom, 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 artillery, no fucking about. Get 50k, hold on to it. If I really need to, I'm sure I can sell shit, but I'll come to that later on. So that's the 15 player. So it's going to be a short game probably because it's 15, day 6, but yeah, I think it's going quite well. So this is 500 players, day 4. By the way, that game I'm Republic of China. That game I was in Northern USA. This game that last game I showed you the Republic of China. And this game, so we're on 500 players, day 4. And who am I? I am Fort Reliance. I think this is like somewhere in Canada. I think I've applied to join a coalition. It was some weird one. Yeah, Moosetopia. I've applied to join them just because they're close by, like over here somewhere. One there. Wow, that's really annoying. Yeah, there's one there and one there. I've applied to join, so I'm there. Just because it might, I don't know, give me a bit of protection maybe, just give me a bit more knowledge and stuff. Really, I should have messaged people, like I said from that last game, I need to make sure I get better relations, especially on the big maps. So maybe I might talk to some people and just see what's going on, try to just say, friendships, nothing official, don't send any share map requests or anything, just sort of try to be friendly with people, just so that if war comes up, people would want to work with me. If they trust me, they'll want to work with me. But all that is bollocks. What really matters is you have a strong army, strong infrastructure, and people are scared of you. People either scared of you or they want to fight with you because you're powerful, sort of thing. And they think they have a better chance of survival that way. So that's my main goal here. I'm building some barracks. I started this game and there's shit already built, so I wouldn't usually build fortresses and stuff, but I've got plenty of cash. My intention is to come down here to take this area next. If you take capital cities, you get cash money, so I'm going to go down straight into there. Basically bringing all my troops down. I'm just anticipating there'll be no attack on me, but 72 troops, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, about 10 province you usually guess. So about, what was it, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, yeah, about 50. So I reckon I can do that. They've got the fortresses there, which might weaken my attack, strengthen their defense, but yeah, I think I'll be right. As soon as this stuff's built, cavalry is going to start building. I've got temporary membership because you have this. You have this wheel that you can spin once a day, and if you get that this one, high command, you get the special membership, which allows you to do things like this: queue your soldiers. So I'm queuing those. As soon as 18 hours, start building some cavalry. Building myself. I mean, the cavalry is really useful, especially if I'm going to attack places to try and build up more provinces, try and take more provinces. I want to make sure I'm placing those troops with something. Again, I want to try and keep hold of my oil, try and keep hold of any iron that I get. Fucking hell, it's tough, really. It's tough. Keep hold of the iron that I get, and I'm going to take these provinces here, and then just wait until I can start building artillery. But one of the important things of this match will be the diplomacy. If I can just stay friendly with people and have them not attack me, it'll give me enough chance to get my shit together and to build some artillery up. Because I think it's going to take a long time, this one. Then I don't know why this one just feels like, I feel like that's my goal for this one. So that's that. 100 players to day 2. 100 players day 2. So what's happening with my troops? I'm coming over here to start taking some of these smaller areas because got some coal, got some iron, got some fish, and I'll probably leave it at that. Hopefully some money as well for these two because they're capital cities. I've already taken this one. I've started my own coalition. The coalition. No one's joined yet. Let's see what's coalition. We've got European Union, Deutsch, Reich, Middle Eastern Pack. Looking for Russian Empire. Okay, I am in Russia. So where is the Russian Empire? I think actually if I go back in coalition, if I click on the Russian Empire, how do you get there? I'm sure there's a way for it to take me there. Yeah, I'm just waiting for people to join. I've had some messages from these guys next to me. These guys below me both wanted peace and be allies. I suggested they can join my coalition if they want to. They did join, but I actually cancelled it, so I asked them to reapply. But yeah, there's not a lot going on. Again, I'm sending most of my troops out to try and. I'm not anticipating to be attacked. Building fuckloads of barracks. Once the barracks are built, I'm going to build. Because I think for the cavalry you need a workshop, level 1. So fuck it, might as well queue those. I won't do that now. But yeah, I can build more about workshop. Build my workshops tomorrow, and then I can start building. I start building cavalry. So we're only on day 2, so this is a great start. Just the money, like 824. But once I start taking provinces, I'll be making more money. So I'm making 2,000 a day. Which making it 21,000 a day. You see what I'm saying? It's really, really short. 2,000 a day, 10. That's going to be another 20,000. It's going to double it. So I can get like another 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8 on 10. I'll be able to. I don't know where. I don't think I'm going to go that far down. Maybe I'm just going to go here or something. But once you start taking a couple, you're once that money goes up, it's good times. So that is pretty much all my games. So I think mainly the thing that I've learned lately, because I did these videos ages ago, and then but I learned quite a lot of those. For example, one of the things I learned, I was thinking about a little while ago, was don't attack AI if you don't intend to take out the whole fucking country, because they will counterattack, and they will counterattack right into the heart of your fucking land, your territory. If you attack this guy and he's an AI, he won't just come and defend himself. He'll push right through and take everything he can. So don't attack unneedlessly. Don't attack if you don't need to. So resist aggression, and also I'm sort of learning as well. Just try not to diplomacy. I'm trying to treat diplomacy differently now, rather than trying to use words all the time. Just try to use time. Times, like I say, just try to get some good relations going. I don't know really. I just don't want to. I think I need to be more aware of what's going on around me in terms of who's powerful and who's. I don't quite know yet. I'm not quite ready to talk about anything like that. Literally all I'm focused on right now is just build up this coalition, get some members in, get some cavalry going, save up some money, get some more. I need some more provinces really, so I can start building up some money, get some oil, get some iron, again some more money, build up my fucking workshops, get that artillery in. I could build up a navy. No, I don't need a navy. It depends. The thing is, if I coalition with all these guys around here, I might get away with just, instead of going artillery, just going straight up with a navy and building up a strong navy, which is my intention on that original 500 game where I was in Britain, to build up as just a navy. But then I sort of realised that, oh shit, I'm actually at the bottom of this. I'm nearest to Europe, so where I am. So look, I'm in the worst position. Sorry, I'm just going to go back to this again for 1 second. I'm in the worst position because my job here should have been just purely build up artillery, defend this bit here. These guys up here, he could have built a navy. That's fine. Even Cumberland probably could have built a navy, but me, I tried. I couldn't decide. I was building a navy. I was building an air force, and I was trying to build up my artillery, and I couldn't afford everything. It just was not possible on the resources that I had. So I was trying too much, and I ended up having like one ship which got blown and another ship which got blown down. Right now I've got like 2 ships, or a submarine and a light cruiser, and then I had like one fighter pilot, one fighter plane, and that got blown down and shit. So it just kept going wrong. It's because I wasn't really planning. I didn't plan what my plan was properly. I didn't think about what actually happened, and what I learned from this game as well. Another thing is, positioning of your country is a big deal. You should probably see me talking about, not that anyone's listening to this, but which I've seen myself talking about as I am talking. Was it this game where I was? It was the Republic of China game, actually, I think. But even this one as well. I'm talking about the fact that if these guys are on my team, I could build navy maybe. But if they're not, then I'm going to need to have artillery. If I'm attacking this guy, so I don't know. If these guys are strong and they expand out, and then I'm protected. If I've got a nice layer of protection between me and the fucking front line, then I will. And it's early enough, and that happens early enough that I can actually put that plan into process. At some point, I'm going to have to decide what I'm doing. Probably around day 7 or day 8 when we start building our factories. At that point, I need to decide: am I doing? I'm going to have to build a harbour, I think, at some point, because it's a good idea. Might as well, because it's so early days. I might as well build it now, and it saves me time later on if I do need one. But no, yeah, generally, I think just understanding the country you're in would change your plan, sort of thing. So, if you're near the sea, if you're near, enemies, if you're near the front line, or if you're going to be like me, like Scotland was, it's easy to describe Scotland on the other game, because Scotland, it's so, I think it's very obvious at this, that, Ireland was in a position where they could sort of fuck off up there and do their thing over there and leave their island defenceless because they've been defended by me, basically, in Devon. Where we had me in Devon down here, everyone above us pretty much was protected and didn't really need to worry about anything. So they in theory could have, sent all their troops down to here and just used all this to build up like a navy or something. That's what they should have done. Thing is, I was trying to do everything down here, it just wasn't working. I don't know, basically position matters and circumstances matter, and you need to be aware of what's actually happening. And not just like when this British game, I just sort of went into it and I was like, fuck it, I'm going to build a navy. No. Just figure out what you're building and figure out why you're building it. Ask yourself why you're not building other things. So in this game, the reason I'm not building a navy here, or the reason I'm probably not going to build a navy here, is because there's nothing over here to start, and I'm going to be heading this way, and if I'm heading this way, I'm going to be fighting on land. If fighting on land, it means we need artillery to bombard. Obviously everyone knows who's in history. Artillery is what killed most soldiers. In the world. It's the same in this game. Artillery is the main thing. That if you have that, you're going to be doing well. Usually, unless you fuck it up, which is really easy to do. If you forget to log in and move the position of your artillery, you can easily get attacked and lose it or if you get plain bombers, for example, that sort of thing. Again, if I am protected here, I could build up a RAF, so not RAF, I could build an Air Force as well. But first I'd be doing the because once I start building, once you start building your artillery, you can build up. So if I built artillery, I can also build my buildings. So then, while I'm building artillery, I could build up an aerodrome and higher barracks, and then I could get to the point where you level 3 factory. Sorry, I said barracks. Build up higher factories and build aerodromes whilst building artillery. So when I do start building artillery, if I've got the resources and the money, I can start building up an air force, or at least getting the infrastructure ready for an air force. And then one day I can say, okay, cool, I've got enough artillery, the coalition's strong enough. Now I can start building bombers and fighters to protect those bombers. And that's the point I want to get to. And if I say to everyone else as well, look, guys, at that point, do not worry about building an air force. I'm going to build one. All you need to do is build an aerodrome here, so that I can travel. Because you can travel planes across anywhere, but you can't deploy them into battle unless you're at an aerodrome. So they'll need to build an aerodrome like here. So I move them from here to here, and then from here I'd attack there. If I need morale, I'd have to send them way back to get morale for my troops. Morale affects you like damage and defense and stuff. But I don't know. The truth is, I could sit here and talk about this for fucking ages. I absolutely love this game. I've lost every single game I play, but I just fucking love it. I love talking about it, more than playing it. This is Mesopotamia. So basically, the idea of this: you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 oil fields, and the idea is you take and hold 4 oil fields. Sorry, let me say it again. You need to take and hold 4 oil fields, and once you've done that for 4 days, let me just check it. So first to hold 4 oil refineries for 3 days wins. Okay, so you've got to hold 4 oil refineries for 3 days and you win, and you get 15,000 gold reward, which is like £5 worth, about £5 worth of gold, which is your gold, which is what you pay for to. I won't explain that right now. I'll explain that one day when I've got a job. When I start my job and I've got money and I can pay for the game, I'll show you all about that. But sorry, vape. But I'm sided with this dude here, this Chaga Dage, and so that's me here in yellow. I've sided with this dude, and French and Jew is also sided with this dude. You can't have coalitions on here, but you can just sort of share map with each other. Sort of share map with these dudes, and I want this guy to win. And what I'm getting out of this is obviously it's fun just to build up a provinces and build up your infrastructure and stuff. That's all good experience. It's all fun. So I'm building up my artillery, I believe. 2 artilleries on the way. I need to build some more factories and shit. I got fuck all resources. But what's fun about this map is, did I show you? So you got to hold 4 oil refineries, and everyone starts around the sides. And the rule is that your provinces here are completely protected, so people can't take these provinces, they can't evade, they can't do anything. So this dude here, he's inactive, he's gone inactive, but all his stuff here is protected, it's not going to go anywhere. So you can't be wiped out of this game, which is quite cool. It's impossible to be wiped out of this game. You stay into the very end, the first one to hold the things for those 3, so it's a bit of a different game mode, it's a little bit more interesting in some ways. But my plan is I want to improve my KD. I've got really poor KD because I never used to care. When I started playing this like last summer in 2017, I didn't really care about what I was doing, sort of thing. I did loads of fucking up, and I did things like attacking provinces when I shouldn't have. It was just loads of things I fucked up with. So I'm trying to improve my KD, and that's what I said to these guys. I just said, look, let me join you. If I do, can I join you? I want to improve my KD on my account. I'll wait for someone to attack you. And here's the thing: I want to attack a real player. It has to be a real player, because killing these AI, it does get me like a little bit of points and score and stuff on my account and my KD for that section. But the AI and the real actual players is a separate thing. So what I'm going to do is once he starts, I want him to get really good. I want him to take like 4 oil refineries, and then I want someone to attack him, and then I'm going to come in with my artillery and try my best to help him out and improve my KD. My KD is already improving on my other games because my artillery and my bombers have done really fucking well. I mean, that's all my games now. That's me done. I'm going to show you my score quickly just because it's interesting. It might be interesting to see how I progress. 243125 rank, Staff Sergeant. 68% overall rank. Military ranking. So does that mean I'm 1.5 million? What does that mean? Oh, score and then rank. So my scores, that's my score, 1500, and my rank is 200,000. I'll just look at the rank because I think it's really important, isn't it? I've got 200,000 rank, 260,000 economy. So I'm better at military economy. And overall, 243. If I can improve my economic ranking, my overall score rank will improve massively. You got medals and shit, and this is the combat stats. Active opponents, 990 defeated infantry, 1044 casualties. So I'm just below that ratio. Artillery, I'm defeated more than I've lost. Tanks, I've lost 2. Apparently, I've lost 1 balloon. I've lost 1 fighter. Defeated 8 armored cars. Lost 23. Lost 1 cruiser. Defeated 1 bomber. Defeated 6 cavalry. Lost 9. So overall, I've got a 0.94 ratio. And it's 1022 defeated to 1090. And AI, 1.8. I've lost shitloads of armoured cars, lost shitloads of cavalry, lost shitloads of artillery, and defeated none of all that. But my ratio is high because of the 1487 defeated infantry and 1334 casualty. This month, my rank is 128 apparently. Overall, my games joined is 18, victories 0, coalition victories 0, provinces captured on 180, provinces lost 139, which is quite cool. And you can see here the economic stats for things that I've built. Interesting. I built more workshops than I have barracks. I'm not sure if that's interesting. I don't quite know. I mean, I'm still learning the game really, so I can't quite interpret all the information. But I think that's basically everything that I wanted to show really. This is quite a long video now. I just wanted to sort of talk about it all because it's quite fun for me to talk to. I think I'll be talking now for like half hour to be honest. I'm gonna leave it there. I'll probably make another video when this game ends in the next like, week or so. I'll start a new job next week, so I probably won't do another video for like a month or 2. I probably won't do this for months and months. But yeah, and I don't know, it's quite interesting stuff for me. And it's just a learning experience really to try to improve my game. So yeah, done.